Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoy tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFB. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. Bringing it out, it's Adams. And they tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up on this possession.
That return backfires on him. Now, their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Big throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They hold up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Bruins have 1st and 10 here.
29 Philly, 2-9.
The back's got it. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On 3rd down, it's a handoff. Tackle, but 1st down.
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden opportunity to come up with a stop, and they allow him to run the football on him to get the 1st down, and now it's 1st and goal. Missed a golden opportunity. Let's see how they respond here.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Okay, break. In blue.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Ball handed off. That's a strong stiff arm. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Tackle made after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense has got the football. Defense flies in. They make the tackle.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. The Ducks pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
And the Ducks with first and 10 here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
The Ducks pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Pressure is coming. Oh, it is incomplete. They call a screen on first down, but he just dropped it.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, UCLA 7, Oregon 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Toss it to the back, running left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. He's hit as he throws it. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And the UCLA offense takes the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
It's a first down here by this UCLA offense. Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver to be able to get those yards and keep the sticks moving. Good job also just feeling the defense's coverage and making a quick decision to get that ball out.
First and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. The right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Oregon. A fumble return for 6. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wells. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
UCLA Bruins will take over 1st and 10.
And the Bruins offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. It's a quick grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
The Bruins looking to keep this drive moving. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaking tackles. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Crosses the 10. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football. He makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And here's the handoff. In the clear at the 25. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
And that is impressive run here by this back. Not only to be able to pick up those big yards, but what I love to see is the mental toughness. This guy put the ball on the ground the last time he had it. The coach doesn't shy away from getting the ball very next time out, and he delivers with a big gain.
He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And now the handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Now it's second down here. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Ducks. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Bringing it out. It's Wells. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustment? Looking for a deep completion. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Now they're running on the toss. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
It's a bullet, but incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made after a big gain. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And that run produces a decent gain. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That pass falls incomplete. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. They're going to run the option. They'll toss it to the back. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run. The Bruins hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Touchdown, UCLA. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and you reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It will be a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. He's going to take off here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
This will likely be the last play of the half. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it off to begin the second half. Comes back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Oh, what a move to break into the clear. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job. The running back's vision and instincts and speed. and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Sacked. It's a loss. Back to the 6.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He's swarmed by the defense. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. And he's tackled, but only after picking up the first down. The Bruins come to the line to run the hurry out. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Great job here by this offense to open up the second half with an aggressive approach, sending a clear message to this defense that they are ready to be aggressive to win this game.
He cannot escape. The defense with a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. A sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? They'll ride the back again here. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where is that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And tackled there by the defense. That completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. And the handoff towards the right tackle. That decision to go for it on fourth down doesn't work out.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, how about the accuracy here by this quarterback to pick up the first down? And, man, UCLA has had some great play at quarterback. DTR, who just left recently, going back to Cade McNown, and, of course, Troy Aikman, one of the best to ever play the game.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. They try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I thought the strong safety did a really good job of disguising the blitz, waiting to the last possible moment, and at the snap of the ball, catching the offensive line off guard. Nobody saw him. He gets home free and comes up with a sack.
That sack sets up an important 3rd down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He eludes the rush. He's on the run. Launches deep. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Receiver in motion now. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance. Tackled in the backfield.
Well, Obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
The Ducks will have to kick it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the UCLA offense takes the field. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Fighting him off.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Bruins looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Finds his man. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, UCLA.
Down point, fellas.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, these are the kind of situations to practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Handoff in a single back formation. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Bruins begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And now the running back's got it again. Not much on that play, brought down short. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Important second down play coming up. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Bruins are in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And tackled after a small pickup there. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
1st and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Blues. They go in front in the final minute of play.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Oregon.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made, a lot of space now. So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports